Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a type of video that is very iffy for me because I suck at them, and that is going to be my 2022 TBR. Now, you know, I've done a couple of TBRs in the past. Have any of them gone well? No. But I figure if I have a span of 12 months and I have really been wanting to get to the books that I'm about to talk about, I theoretically should be able to get to, you know, a respectable amount of these books. I don't know. I guess a better name for this video might be like books I hope I get to in 2022 or books I could maybe get to in 2022, but only time will tell. So I'm just gonna get into it. These are all the books that I previously owned. Obviously I have a bunch of other books that I would like to read in 2022, but these are the ones that I own, and I feel like the ones that I should prioritize because I own them. I think in 2021 I really figured out that my favorite genre is fantasy. I know you would think that was like a given, but I was still like trying a lot of things out in 2021, but I feel like I've really pinpointed the fact that I love fantasy. So there's just a lot of fantasy on this list in general. There are some others, but primarily it's fantasy. Yeah, that's enough preamble. We're gonna get into it. I really hope you enjoy my TBR. So I'm actually gonna be starting off with two books that I was really hoping to get to in December. Like, my main goal for my winter break was to read this series because I had just finished reading some other series by this author. I was like, I'm so excited, definitely gonna, you know, read those after finals. That didn't happen. Really hoping to get to these at just some point this year, and that is King of Scars and Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. I have started King of Scars. I think I'm like 80 pages into it or something. But if we're being honest here, it's not that interesting to start out with. Like, I think I will like it, and I do like the characters a lot, but the plot is just starting slowly for me, at least. I think maybe I should get like an audiobook of it or something, or I really just need to sit down and focus because I absolutely have to finish reading this series this year. Like, I loved Shadow and Bone, and I loved Six of Crows, so obviously I will probably end up enjoying this at least a little bit, so I feel like I need to get to this really soon. I hope I can get to it like early in 2022, but who knows? Honestly, I don't know. So, book series number 1. The next book I was also really hoping to get to in December, but again, it did not happen. And I just feel like this would have been the perfect like Christmassy read, even though it's not Christmas, but I feel like it's magical and whimsical and it would have been really good for the time, but that did not happen. So I just hope to get to this sometime in winter. I think that would be like the ideal season for it, you know? And that is The Night Circus by Morgenstern. I just really need to read this book, like, so badly. Like, I want to read it so, I don't even know. I don't know why I haven't gotten to it yet, but I haven't. So I am going to prioritize this one. This one out of any of these will be read in 2022. Mark my words, I hope I do not look like a clown by the end of this year. Next up are a continuation of a series that I've read. So I read Truly Devious in, actually I don't remember when I read it. Maybe it was March, I don't know. It's been a minute, but I've been meaning to get my hands on these for a while and I just didn't. So I got them for Christmas. So I'm really hoping I can read The Vanishing Stair and The Hand on the Wall, both by Maureen Johnson. Like I said, I really enjoyed Truly Devious. I loved the characters and the concept is fun. And I'm not really into like young adult contemporaries, like kind of contemporary. I'm usually like just fantasy, but this series really captured my attention. I really enjoyed it, so I think I'm gonna enjoy these as well. And then if I enjoy this, I'll probably also end up reading The Box in the Woods. So I know that's not quite in the same series, but you know what I mean. Really, I don't know where this series goes at all. Like, I literally have no clue. I feel like for a lot of series, I have a decent idea of like what happens just by like existing on BookTube, you know, but I don't know. So interested to see how this series continues. There's these two, and yeah. So this one is going to be a little bit different from the other books that I've shown you so far, and that is because this is a classic, and this is a classic I want to read so badly because I watched the movie in 2020 maybe, and I absolutely loved it. It was so good. And that is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Yes. I need to read this book. Like, I have to know what's up. Like, I know what's up, but I have to like actually read it. You know, I feel like that'll be a different experience. I read a couple of classics in 2021 and for the most part, I enjoyed them. The ones that I finished anyway, I enjoyed. So I feel like maybe I'll like this. I tried to read Persuasion last year and I got like halfway through it and I was so bored. I could not take it. I also like took a 3-month break in between me trying to read it, so that also did not help. But I just am not gonna finish that book. But I think I maybe need to try something else before I completely write off Jane Austen's work as something I don't like. But I'm excited to try and read this. It's not super long or anything, so hopefully it goes well. I don't know. We'll find out though. Also, this sticker is still on here, but $2.50 is a pretty good deal. Back into the fantasy, we have Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I feel like I talked about wanting to read this book all of last year, and I just never did. I think I read the first page, and I was like, it was really stressful in the middle of the semester. I was like, I cannot do high fantasy right now. But I think if I tackle this at the right time, I will really enjoy it. So I really want to maybe try and read this in the summer or something, where I have some brain cells to dedicate to attempting to read it, because I've heard so many good things about Robin Hobb's writing and I need to experience it for myself, you know? So this is another must. It's not even that long. Maybe I should pick up the audiobook or something for it. That also really helps. So yeah, I really want to collect all the editions of her books that look like this because they're gorgeous. I just love them. And I also really want to read the Rainwild Chronicles, right? I think that's what it's called. It's the one with the dragons. I love dragons. Honestly, I don't know what the order you're supposed to read them in, but I feel like I read somewhere online that you can't start with that one. Maybe I could. I don't know. If you know, let me know. But I feel like I should start with at least this one. All right, next up we have Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. Again, I feel like I'm just saying the same thing with all of these. I really wanted to read this last year and I didn't. I've heard so many good things about this middle grade, and I love a good middle grade. And middle grade, like, with fantasy, I think it's whimsical. I'm here for that. I don't really know that much about this book though, to be honest. Oh, she's cursed and destined to die on her 11th birthday. That's sad. No, she probably won't die though, so I'm excited. Is this the last book on this list? Yeah, I'm keeping this TBR pretty short because I have no faith in myself. So the last book on this list is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I, again, have had this book for a while and I've been wanting to get to it. I read The Prior of the Orange Tree last year and it was so good. Her writing is amazing and I loved it so much. It was 800 pages, but I feel like it really flew by. So obviously The Bone Season is where I should go next. I'm just so excited to start this series. I've heard so many good things about it. I have to see what's up. I also just love Samantha Shannon, like, as an author. I follow her on Instagram and seeing her writing process is fascinating. Like, I'm not even a writer and I don't want to be a writer, but I just love seeing her do her thing. So I feel like I should really read this, you know? I actually think this isn't the first haul that I ever did on this channel and I still haven't read it. Oops. Anyway, that is the TBR. There are so many other books on my shelves that I really want to get to this year, but I do not want to sit here and bore you with all of the details. So these are how many are there? Oh, there's only 9. It would have been so satisfying if there were 10. Well, I mean, actually I do have a number 10, and it's not a book I have on my TBR, but she has to be mentioned. I'm so excited to read Chain of Thorns by Cassandra Clare. There we go. That rounds out the 10 books that I want to read in 2022, hopefully. I really hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know what's on your 2022 TBR because I, clearly need more ideas for what I need to add to my TBR and then not read for like 2 years. So let me know. I'm curious. And yeah, I hope you're all having a good New Year so far. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.